Welcome aboard, everyone. My name is Simon. We are the Whales of Wall Street. This is BEPRO, the update of BEPRO and the chart analysis. Let's go into this right now. Before we do, please make sure that you like this video if you enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, and press that notification bell so you get informed of all the awesome videos when we launch them to yourselves. So let's go into this awesome project. So BEPRO, if you have not done so already, watch the previous videos we've done both on the intro of BEPRO and our top 5 reasons why we are bullish on BEPRO. I'll leave the links at the end of this video. So a couple of things here. The obvious pieces of information here is that we have had a massive August for BEPRO. The Crypto.com partnership, of course, with the coding and the development infrastructure being able to use vice versa between the two awesome platforms and project. So that was just one of the recaps. There was obviously the grant program, which we covered in the last video of the introduction as well. So loads of really cool stuff going on with BEPRO. And there's a couple of other things here as well, celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the community build of BEPRO. So if I just translate that to English for myself, I think most of this is around, yes, a year's of community building here. I know a bit of Portuguese, so let's see. Happy anniversary, yeah. So great year, cool. Look at that, number 1. Awesome. So now let's go into the chart for you guys. So we have seen not a gigantic amount of movement in the last 48 hours or so, but what we have seen is a development to move into the upside again after the correction we had from around the 23rd, 24th of August. We hit our second buy point. These are these two purple areas. So I managed to get a buy in here and also a buy in here. Couldn't quite make this one here. Perhaps I was being a bit too greedy. I probably should have sat it maybe slightly close to the 1 cent mark. But I thought, do you know what? I'll wait, see what happens. This isn't financial advice. It's just showing you what I do with my movements on charts and buying and selling. The BEPRO is one of the ones I do try and trade. I've also got it in staking in KuCoin. I'm just trying to build it without having to put too much capital in from my own cash, as it were. But everyone has their own strategy, right? So some I hold and don't touch at all. Some I do use for trading and some I don't. That's just part of the different strategies I have for my portfolio. So back to the chart. This trend line here, I stuck in here to say, well, if we can keep within above this line, we will be moving towards the trajectory of trying to get back up to these levels again. Not quite near the all-time high that we saw, I believe, 16th of March, which was at a high of 0.047, so just under 5 cents. But we are slowly but surely progressing. So new higher lows, which is fantastic to see. Great growth, by the way, from the 20th of July up to this point and even to today. So growing from 0.002 to 0.012. So very much improvement there. Weekly, monthly, 3 monthly up. 6 months has traced back massively. So that's absolutely fantastic to see. And I'm sure because we are counting in this area as well, the big correction in the 6 month performance area around here. So I do anticipate that to be green in the next week or two anyway. Year to date, 2,600% up, 2,500 on the year. Absolutely incredible. Fantastic from BEPRO. The RSI is very much bang in the middle, so still good buying opportunities. Again, not financial advice, just opinion on that matter. Plenty of room to grow. Equally, that does mean that we could come down as well, because we haven't really, to be fair, gone down to the lower 40 region for quite some time. Not since the big corrections back here. So really interesting to see that. So just do be cautious. The MACD is still in a bearish momentum. However, this gap where it's going big here has now started to narrow. So don't be too surprised that in maybe 2-3 days time, maybe towards the middle or end of next week, we may shift over into a positive attribute. It might even happen in the next couple of days, to be honest, depending on how the momentum occurs. But this area here, we might get a bit of correction again before another bounce off up until the next regions. So let's just have a look quickly, slightly higher up this chart. I put this yellow area in here as previous resistance historically in the chart. We couldn't quite reach that here, which is absolutely fine because we've still got a massive profit taking from this level to this level. This was understandable. So we could get a nice little V shape going here, but we might see a bounce off and then back up here again. So I'm just going to draw in a very useless blue area here where we might see, it's not very accurate, I really do apologise, we might see this kind of movement. Or potentially if BEPRO announce things in September, we may see a parabolic run upwards. Will we get to the 5 cents? Absolutely. When will that happen? Not quite sure yet. It's really dependent on getting, I'm just drawing lines for the sake of it now. These are the main important areas. Getting above this line, getting to that next support level around the 2 cents. I need to readjust this fib retracement sheet chart to accommodate this. So I will update that for the next video. Do not worry. In fact, if I just put it there for now, this is the target group we are trying to achieve. Let's get to that line, then we can start looking at where we're going and get a price prediction chucked in there as well. Let us know in the comments below if you're holding BEPRO, your excitement for BEPRO, what you're anticipating to see in September. The roadmap for BEPRO is absolutely phenomenal. It's not going to stand still. The next couple of months, I generally believe, like looking at these prices now, even at 5 cents back here, these are nothing compared to what it's going to be in the future. And I mean that both short term and long term. I truly believe this is going to be absolutely fantastic run into the end of this year with BEPRO, especially if they tick off the things that are on their roadmap. Absolutely phenomenal things going on. And this is really such early days. We will laugh at these prices, and even in 5 years' time, we will look back at this and laugh and chuckle to ourselves while we're sat on our boats and sat in our mansions or whatever you want to do with your money. I'm quite happy with the boat and just going to see the world. Hopefully that happens one day. Maybe I'll have to change the name of our boat from OMI to BEPRO or VRA. At this rate, it could be any of them because the market's absolutely phenomenal at the moment. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, let us know what you think in the comments below on BEPRO. I'm going to wrap this up here. It's not a gigantic update. I just wanted to throw in a few ideas and items around these areas here. Let's just pay attention as well to the previous resistance line. We may see that being a bit of an issue again as we approach that, but I just have a feeling it might be a few more days out before we start returning to here and then get over that yellow line, BEPRO, and then go up, up, up. Let's go to the moon with BEPRO. I love this. See you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.